games because they still kind of have a bit of a big fight feel Saturday?
A big fight? Big fight?
Yeah, like a big atmosphere.
Yeah, I would think so. I've never heard of a big fight. But yeah, I think it should. You know, it's an early game. I think Nova tomorrow morning's practicing at 8, and then we're practicing right after they practice, and so you know, it's a little bit different probably from both teams having to play a game that early, but it's also good preparation because everybody could possibly get a game later on in the season at the same time. So it'll be a good atmosphere. I would think it'd be exceptional, and you know, I'm sure the best one we played in front of this year.
Do you see similarities between the two programs with the roster turnover?
There are some similarities in that they lost so much, but they still returned 2 very, very key starters. And you could say the same about us. We lost so much, and you know, we returned Gerald, I guess, and Doka, but you know, we don't have Doke. But so there's some similarities there. I was reading some stat that they returned 92 minutes of the game that was played last year, and we returned like 50. So you know, we lost a lot, but they obviously lost a lot too. And it's 2 different teams, and they're going to be terrific. You know, before it's all said and done, and hopefully we'll continue to get better and work our way towards that as well. But it should be a fun atmosphere.
What's that matchup with Pascal like for you guys?
Well, it's a hard matchup because he was probably the best player for them against us last year, and they had several. He was the best of the best last year against us. He was 4 or 5 from 3 and dominated us on the glass. And the thing that he can do is he can post, but he can post from 15 feet and back his way down and get to the basket and do a lot of things. But still, the way that they score, a ton of their points are off that, but off the drive and kick. They shoot you know, they're averaging 33s a game, and I think one game, if I'm not mistaken, they shot 43. So and against us last year, they were 18 of 40. Right. So you know, obviously we got to defend the arc. You know, if you make, you know, shoot 33s and you know you make 10, you know, it's I mean, somebody else has to make 15 to 32 to tie it. I mean, which is hard to do against a good defensive team. So we've got to do a much better job defending the arc than what we've done so far.
It's good to have Landon back, kind of giving the big instruction.
Instruction may be a little strong, but it was good to certainly have him back, and you know, the thing about it is, you know, Landon, you know, whether he has or hasn't, I don't know, but to offer things from a team thing, you know, what wins, that's the kind of instruction he's given. You know, that kind of stuff, I think has been good. You know, he's only been here for 2 days, so it's not like he's been around much, but it's certainly always nice to see those guys come back.
Does Jay recruit guys to fit his system, or just go get athletes and just transform them to make it work?
You'd have to ask Jay. I would say, Nitra, that they've done an unbelievable job of getting good players that have been developed and gotten a lot better after they've been there. You know, they've won a couple of national championships, and they've had McDonald's All-Americans, don't get me wrong, but the vast majority of their success has come from guys that have been in the program, you know, 3, 4, 5 years that maybe wasn't as heralded coming out and turned out to be, you know, fabulous. And that was certainly the case last year. You know, Jalen Brunson was on everybody's want list coming out. But he got so much better after he got to school. But I don't know. I don't remember Bridges or DiVincenzo or those guys were maybe as highly recruited as some of the best players in their respective class, but they turn out being better than those guys, and that's a tribute to their staff. I mean, they do a really good job coaching, and they do a great job of getting them to play tough and hard.
Is that what sticks out the most to you about Jay's success at Villanova, or is there another trait of his teams that it was kind of shy to see when you have to match up against them?
Well, I think. Well, first of all, the run that they've been. You know, we had a great run here. I think we won like 132 games in 5 years here, something like that, ridiculous. I think they won like 134, 135, the most ever in a 5-year period. So they've been on an unparalleled run. which is the most of all time over 5 years straight. I think we were second of all time, and I think they're the most of all time now. It's really the thing that would stick out most to me is that they play ridiculously hard and they play ridiculously tough, and they got good players. I mean, if you do those, if you have those three things, you're going to obviously have success. And they're very disciplined on both ends of where they play.
You had a year where you played so many close games. It feels like we're kind of in a run now where you're coaching all 40 minutes and then some.
You know what? We've actually seemed like recently we've had a lot of games like this. I mean, this isn't the first year that we've had to come from behind in several games. I mean, I think I said yesterday. I think was it last year there was 10 or 12 games we came behind that we were down double figures in the second half last year. So this is kind of par for the course for us as far as digging a hole and trying to crawl our way out of it. But it would be nice not to do that. But the thing about it is when you play good teams, that happens. It's not that complicated. You play good teams, you run good offense, you go 5 of 15. You play good team, they run good offense, you guard them well, but they make hard shots. They're 9 for 15. 2 of them are threes. It's 10 points. You're behind, and you haven't played for it. But over a course of 40 minutes, you want to be able to negate that or have things balance out, and that's what's happened for us so far this year.
Dietrich said after the game the other night, and then he just said it a little bit earlier too, as far as getting him going, and it's just a matter of him being more aggressive. Is that on him, or can you guys, as a coaching staff, do things to get him engaged in the game a little more, or earlier, I guess?
Without Dobie there, I don't know if you watched this play. We try to throw the ball to him every time. So I don't know if you really followed us closely, Matt. As you know that when Doak's not in the game, we play through Dietrich, trying to play to him almost on every possession.
So it's on him.
I would say a lot of it's on him. Yeah. But guys can certainly be better passers, and guys can do some different things. But I do think a lot of it is on Dietrich. But we try to dissect things and make it more complicated than what it is. But yeah, he needs to be more aggressive. All our guys do during all segments of the game, not just the end or not just the beginning.